So in this video, we will be checking more thing about an AWS. Okay, so right now you can see a console in for the AWS where you can see that your root account user DevOps with Dave, right? And side with that we have this link button in which lot of availability regions are there. So these are the regions where AWS provide their services. Means their data centers are there, like in US, in Mumbai, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, Paris, London, Frankfurt, Central. In they are the places where AWS provide their services, right? Means they have data center. AWS provide their services all over the world, but their data centers are there, right? Means the main regions are there. So, and there are more regions which are not enabled in my account right now, but you can also raise a ticket to enable these regions here. But right now we will be looking for Mumbai region because it's nearby us. Okay. So now we will be doing all our work in the Mumbai region. Okay, means if you create some services or anything inside this region, so it will not be created on another region, right? We will be looking this, right? So what is the difference between there in a region and availability zone? We will ask this question many times in the interviews or in the examination also. So region defined a region where AWS have this your resources, and availability zone is just like the data centers within a region. As we know that for the disaster thing, we do have more than one data centers in a single region, so that's called the availability zone, right? So let's check with the IAM, because we will be starting with the thing with the IAM only. You can click on IAM directly, or you can check from this IAM. Just write IAM here. You will find the IAM console. IAM means identity and access management. Means how you wanna manage your users and how you will provide permission and rest of the things in this IAM, right? So this is the dashboard for IAM. Just check one thing. IAM there, it's written global here. If you click on this, you will find it's not clickable right now. So it means IAM service of AWS is a global service, which indicates means if you do anything inside this IAM, it will reflect on all the regions. Means it is not the region specific. Means if you create a user in this IAM, so it will automatically reflect to the all of other region also. That's why it's clicked at global. I have not changed this. It automatically changed to global. But yes, if you change to any other service like check for EC2, it will change to your specific region which you have checked, which you have clicked, right? So IAM is a global service. There are more global service we will be checking in the later videos, right? So this is the dashboard for IAM. Here's your account ID. So you can also change this account ID according to the requirement, and you can also create a alias for this account ID. Let's create an alias like DevOps with Deb, right? And create alias. The account already exists. Okay, let me click add one, create alias. Okay, alias has been created. So if you check apart with that, URL has been mentioned here. Sign in URL with IAM user and account. Now we can also just copy this URL. Let me just log out from this, right? And just copy that URL, paste that URL here. So you will be automatically redirect to this console where your account ID will be here, DevOps with day one. Now it's asking for username and password. IAM username and password, which we haven't configured yet. So we will be configured it later. So we will again putting sign in with the root user, and we will be providing our required thing, right? DevOps with Deb at the rate gmail.com. Next, we'll be providing password here. right? Now we click on IAM. Okay, this way, right? Suppose if you haven't used this account alias and when the time of creating or any login with the IAM user, so this account ID, it's not possible every time to remember this account ID. So instead of this, we have created this DevOps with day one alias. So next time when we are login, when we are trying to log in with any IAM user, when we will be creating this, so we can use this account alias to get mapped with our account ID, right? Okay, now it's asking for MFA. Add MFA for the root user. So what is MFA? MFA means multi-factor authentication. Means it's just a extra layer of authentication, or you can security. Just provide it you on just provide for the your account AWS account. So we will be enabling it later, right? Let's start with user only. There's a user console here, right? Just create user, click on create user. Now we will be creating a single user in here called DevOps, anything according to the requirement DevOps. Now it's asking for provide user access for AWS management console. It's optional. Means AWS is asking if you are provided, if you want to create a AWS management console access, right? Means if you want to log in with this user credentials, you can check on it. Just check it. Okay. Click on next. This will take you identity console. No, I don't want this. I want to create an IAM user. Now, now it's asking you for auto-generated password and custom password. When you click on auto-generated password, it will automatically provide you a new password, auto-generated, but we need a custom password. Write your password accordingly here, which password you want, right? Anything would be here, right? And user must create a new password in next time, recommended. So what this thing show us that a new password will be asked by the user, means a new console will be provided to the user when this user will try to log in, right? Let me show you first this thing. Next, right? Now it's asking for what permission you want to provide this to the user. We will be just removing anything. It means we are not providing any permission right now. We are just creating a user here, right? And see, automatically what happens, a permission IAM user change password has been applied to this user because we have checked in there that automatically when the user is trying to log in at the first time, it will ask for new password to reset the password. That's why this permission has been automatically applied. If we just uncheck that thing, then this thing will be not there. Let me show you this again. Previous, right? So just uncheck it and see what happened this time. See, no password, no permission is there. And required password inside is no automatically because we have just removed that permissions or removed that check. So we will be applying this. User must create a new password at next sign in. Next, next, and okay, let's create. So user is created right now, right? And DevOps with day 7 is our console. So you don't need to remember all this URL or you don't need to save this, right? So just cancel it. So return to the user list. You haven't downloaded. Okay, we don't want to download it. Continue. So this is our username DevOps. Just click on dashboard. Remember, I have told you this account alias in the last video. So we will be using this alias only. DevOps with day one. Okay, let me sign out here. Log back in. So click on IAM user. Now here we will be providing account ID or account alias. So it's hard to remember the account ID. That's why we have created the account alias. So let's write here DevOps with day one, right? Next, and IAM user is DevOps. We have created a user called DevOps here, and password. I've just providing the password that I have created. See, Now it's asking for old password, new password, and retype new password because we have provided that attribute here. We have clicked that we need to provide a new password. Confirm password change, and we have login with DevOps. See, one thing you have noticed that if you log in with your root user, you will be providing an email ID of that root, right? But when you log in with your IAM user, you will be checking this with the DevOps. You will see that you will have this DevOps, your username here with the email, your user ID means your account name, DevOps with day one, right? So we are in the IAM user. We are in the IAM user of DevOps. If I click on IAM, just click on everything. I will show you something different here this time because we have login with IAM. So if you see, there's nothing. Means everything is denied for the IAM user DevOps because we haven't provided any permission to this user. Remember, only one permission, password change permission was there for DevOps. So now we will be providing more permission, more things for this particular user. Okay. So that's all this for this video. We will be checking more stuff on the later video.